Wow, this feels really weird making a video, seeing as I haven't made any videos for 10 days to be exact, which, you know, I normally make videos consistently. And yeah, I've moved recently into a new place. If you want a tour of it soon, let me know. And I'm going to be here for a month, and then I'm going to move to Chiang Mai, Thailand, which, you know, many people already know. I live between here, normally Koh Phangan, Thailand, and Chiang Mai, Thailand. And it feels time to take a trip back very soon. Sorry about that lighting. So yeah, let's go on a walk and talk about literally me pretty much feeling like I was going to die and why I have not been making content for the last 10 days or even working whatsoever, which is not like me. Even days where I don't feel that great, I pick myself up and just push through and just make stuff happen. I was going to swear them, but I refrained from doing that. I'd rather have this channel as a family friendly YouTube channel. So around 10 days ago, well yeah, just over 10 days ago, I woke up, was feeling pretty good, was getting on with a lot in my day, and then I just started feeling rough. All of a sudden my energy levels went down. It felt like my immune system had dropped. I was like, maybe I've got some detox symptoms going on. So I went to an infrared sauna, which I go to on a regular basis, and boom, I felt 10 times worse. Come back, just felt absolutely awful, which is just not like me to feel like that whatsoever. So it's quite a shock that that happened, because normally when I don't feel that great and then I go and do a sauna, I normally feel absolutely amazing afterwards. So from that point forward, I just started to get symptom after symptom after symptom, just very rapidly, that hit me. And I'll go through all the different symptoms that were induced within me. And a friend made me aware that I'd actually ended up with dengue fever. If you don't know what this is, dengue fever is something that is contracted from mosquitoes. And it's something that you don't want to get whatsoever, because it can be fatal, just like malaria, so to speak. And it is something that is more common in Asia, more so. And I'd only ever had one friend have it before. So yeah, I looked into dengue fever and the symptoms that I was having, and it turns out that I had it. So what were the symptoms and what was happening with me? Why did I feel like I was going to die? So, first off, no energy whatsoever, completely flawed. My body temperature massively dropped, because I normally, especially in comparison to other people I've noticed and other people have noticed, is my body temperature is normally higher than most people, but my body temperature was way lower than what it normally would be. And a lot of people normally end up with fever, with dengue fever, but I didn't. And the worst one was the most intense chronic muscle and bone pain throughout my whole body. It felt like having something such as fibromyalgia to the worst degree possible. I can bear pain, but this went on for days and days and days. And yeah, like I said, I was sick for around 10 days. So due to being in so much pain, I couldn't actually really sleep whatsoever. And I just had to bear the pain. So yeah, you could say I was having insomnia, which is not good. When you're really sick, your body needs to rest as much as possible, and sleep is one of the key things to regenerate and heal as quickly as possible. Then I also had chronic migraine and pain in the back of my head. Literally, where I would touch a certain point on the back of my head, it was really painful, which was really odd. So yeah, they were the main symptoms, but I was just not feeling good all around in so many different ways. It was absolutely horrible. My immune system just felt destroyed, and it felt like something was trying to literally destroy my body. And I felt like an old man that was on his deathbed, quite literally. And I'm not someone to exaggerate whatsoever. If I'm saying I'm not feeling good and I'm in a lot of pain, there is something definitely seriously wrong, because I'm not someone just to whine and complain about something unless there's something seriously up with me. So I was housebound for this whole duration and just having to put up with it, and after a few days it got so bad with the pain, I ended up having to get myself out of bed and go and get codeine mixed with paracetamol to start eliminating the pain. And it did start to work quite well, but not fully, at least for the head pain. For the body pain it did. And then at one point I actually ended up doubling the dose, because I really needed to kick the pain as much as possible so I could sleep and rest more thoroughly to actually heal quicker. And I'm someone that's not into pharmaceuticals. I haven't taken pharmaceuticals since 2013. So for me to take it, yeah, showing, well, me and other people that I really was suffering, and I really needed it. And during this whole time, yeah, I wasn't making any video content, I didn't do any Instagram posts, I wasn't working online whatsoever, which is a really good thing about my job, because a lot of people in this situation, they would have to push through and just go to their job because they have bills to pay and they might lose their job if they didn't go. So that's a brilliant thing of me being a digital nomad. It was like, okay, everything's fine, I don't need to worry about my job. I'll just take this time off for myself and just be as easygoing on myself as much as possible, so I can rest as much as possible and recover as quickly as possible. So as the time went on, symptoms started to reduce more and more, and then it got to about day 7, and it just seemed in many ways it was just going to keep being dragged out longer and longer. So I took what is known as Lugol's iodine and megadose, which is an essential mineral which is known to have antiviral, anti-parasitic effects, anti-candida effects. It kills off so many different things that should not be within the body. And I took around 200 milligrams of that, and boom, almost all of the symptoms went overnight after I took it. And the reason why I used it was, I know that it's a very well-known remedy for things such as malaria. And I know dengue fever is not malaria, but again, it's something that's contracted from mosquitoes. So I was really grateful that that worked. But then what I found is, for about 3 days afterwards, my body was itching like crazy. So I ended up having around 2 to 4 hours sort of sleep for about the next 3 nights. Then the itching went. And then literally, today has been the day where I feel like my normal self. My energy levels are stable and I feel really good. I've been able to actually work and get back on with my life like it normally would be, which is a really good thing. Oh, and something I wanted to mention was, the whole time this was going on, I could not eat whatsoever. Even if I tried to eat a little bit of watermelon, that is a really easy to digest food, I would feel really sick. So I've ended up losing a lot of weight. I actually lost around 3 kilos of weight, which is something that I obviously didn't want to happen, but I couldn't prevent it whatsoever. And 3 kilos of weight is 6.6 pounds, for anyone wondering what it is in those measuring, well, measuring, weighing, yeah, weighing. Yeah, because I know not everyone, my head's still not 100% working now, but I know that everyone doesn't work in kilos. A lot of people work in pounds. So yeah, I'll be able to gain that back once I'm able to get back to consistently training, because I've not been able to train whatsoever. Obviously just laying around and eating almost no food, obviously you're going to lose weight quite rapidly. So I am in a massive calorie deficit. Yeah, so I've still got a lot of recovering to do from this sickness, but I'm so glad it was over. It was hell. Literally, I would not wish that upon anyone. I don't hate anyone in the world, but even if I did, and I had like what a lot of people would call your worst enemy, I wouldn't wish it upon them. It was so bad. And I did learn from people, once you've got it, you're not going to get it again, which is a good thing. So that is win-win. My body is now immune to it, so it's really good. At one point I was going to go to hospital because I felt like I was dying, my whole body was breaking down, but I knew that they just want to put me on loads of different pharmaceuticals that are not necessarily addressing the root cause of the issue. So I'm glad that I addressed the root cause of the issue and that I'm okay, because from what I've looked at online, there is over 20,000 recorded deaths from dengue fever. So it can be very, very fatal. So it's something you need to be very, very careful of. And what I want to say is, don't be scared about coming to Thailand. Yes, it could happen, but I've been in Thailand for over 4 years. First time it's ever happened to me. I've only known it happened to one other person. So it's not a very common thing, but it's still good to be aware of it in case it does happen to you, so you can get the right help and treatment. And so you don't end up in a situation where it could end your life, because obviously that's the last thing that you want, or anyone would want for that matter of fact. But with the eating, since it's either 2 or 3 days ago now, I'm pretty sure it's about 2 days ago, I can now eat without feeling sick. So now I'll be able to start eating consistently again. I have noticed that I can't eat as many calories as I could before, but I haven't been burning as many calories as I was before I got sick, because obviously I've been resting loads and not training. So once I start getting back into training and everything is fully back on track, I'll be able to eat more calories, regain the weight that I've lost, and then get back on track with bulking, because I was on a bulking diet for a while and I was starting to go up in weight. And then this hit me out of nowhere. It was like, whoa. And what I'm aware of with dengue fever is you can get bitten by a mosquito that has dengue fever, and then you don't notice the symptoms for about a week to 2 weeks later. So you may not be aware where you got it from, but yeah, if you're concerned about dengue fever, do some research up online so you can be as knowledgeable as you can on this, and so you can avoid it to the best of your ability. So I will now be back on track with making videos consistently. Now I will have a lot of beginner calisthenics videos coming very, very soon. It won't be me in the video, it's someone else that wants to be featured on my channel, a female friend of mine. So stay tuned for that. I actually have one of the videos being uploaded tomorrow, which it will be a beginner calisthenics ab workout that requires no equipment. So yeah, that's a bit of a life update from me. I'm still here, I'm okay. Still not 100% where I was before, but I'm pretty much almost there. And yeah, some people wondered where I was, so yeah, this is where I was, this is what was going on. So I'm going to end it there. Get indoors, put a fan on me because I'm very hot, get some water, be well, feeling a bit dehydrated. If you have any questions or anything that I've talked about in this video today, leave them down below. If you like the video, like it down below. Please share this with others, and don't forget to subscribe to receive a lot more videos from me on a regular basis. Make sure if you want to be notified of when they're uploaded that you click the bell notification button next to the subscribe button, otherwise YouTube will not notify you of when new videos are uploaded. So as always, stay fit, stay energetic, and go get those gains. Peace.